The preseason this year has actually been kind of fun. There has actually been some highlights. There has been some noteworthy stuff. Some of the starters are playing full quarters like in the first game. And yeah, so let's talk about the preseason real quick. The Cowboys kicker hits a 66-yarder. That was crazy, but not for reals. Patrick Mahomes does a behind-the-back pass and against the Lions, and that was crazy. That's been hyped up for like the last two and a half years. It's been a topic of conversation. They brought it up in the Pat McAfee show. They've been asking for it. It's been a thing. There's been videos of it on practice. It finally gets done in a game, and at first I was kind of like, yeah, that was cool, but like how efficient was that? Like he could have just thrown it over the defender. But I'll say this, because it was a behind the back pass, the second layer of defenders can't see him throwing the ball. Maybe the linemen can because they're right there. They're seeing him. They got the linemen blocking them, or maybe the linebackers if they're blitzing or they're approaching the line of scrimmage. But if you're a cornerback or you're a safety and you're kind of backpedaling, you're either running with your back to the play or you're kind of like, keeping the wide receiver, the tight end in front of you with your eyes peeled to the quarterback at a certain angle. You can't really tell that he threw the ball. Like your reaction time is a little bit less fast. It's a little slower because you don't see a 6'3" quarterback going up and getting it over your lineman to dump it off to, Kelsey. You just see him running and then he does this behind the back and then boom. So I see the logistics. I see the vision. I see how it could be dangerous. Now, he can't throw it that far. It looks like it was like a 2-3 yard pass, maybe 5 yards travel, considering that he was behind the line of scrimmage. But it looked cool. And once I thought about it and I saw like the benefits of doing something like that, I'm like, okay, I could kind of see why it's not just a gimmick. It's not just to do it for fun. Like, is there any positive to it? It was basically my question. Like, what's the benefit of doing that over, going over and dumping it off over the first, over the lineman, your offensive lineman and the defensive lineman that are engaged? What's the benefit of that? That's basically what I was thinking. After I saw the clip and I was like, oh, that's super cool that he finally did that. But I was like, couldn't he have just dumped it off to Kelsey and it would have been a little better? But once I thought about it, I basically saw that, yeah, if you're the second, third layer of defenders, you can't really see that Mahomes did that. You kind of just see him still running, which is a benefit. Not the biggest benefit, but it is a benefit in of itself. So that was cool to see in the preseason. We'll see if he does it in the regular season. But just to put it out there, it's another thing that the defense has to, think about, which is kind of what you want as an offense. You just want the defense thinking about a lot of stuff. You don't want them reacting. You don't want them just moving. You want them to be thinking about stuff. Because sometimes you stay thinking and you don't react, and then boom. And Caleb Williams has looked amazing. That's another thing this preseason. Caleb Williams is a dog. He is moving like Patrick Mahomes. I know there were the comps, and I know everyone said that, but he's doing all the same like stop-start things that Mahomes does. Wiggling out of the pocket, throwing it on a laser beam as he's exiting the field. You're kind of thinking like, is this guy really gonna step out of bounds and lose like 3 yards? Like, throw it away, don't step out of bounds. And like on his last step on the field, lasers it to somebody, and he's like, okay, I should have trusted you. I should have known that your awareness is high. You know that you're not supposed to walk out of the field, because some quarterbacks do that. Instead of throwing the ball away, they exit the field and take a sack, in a sense, and lose 3 yards instead of just throwing it to the ball boy on the sideline and pass the line of scrimmage. Like, come on. But Caleb Williams, he looks legit. He already had a couple real like amazing plays that not everyone can do. That rolling out of the pocket to the right where he's about to exit the field, he finds someone, that was sick. And then the other one where he was rolling left and he had to like straighten his shoulders and like lob it over the defender and drop it on a bucket. That was super sick. We'll see what he continues to do in the preseason and in the season. We're almost here, guys. September 6th, I believe, is the start of the NFL season. It's going to be an amazing year. Can the Chiefs find the 3-peat? How good can the Bears be? How good can the Lions be? The Vikings are falling apart. They have the worst luck in the offseason. Harbaugh is back in the NFL. We have so many storyline guys. We have so many storyline. All these rookie QBs. How will they do? Is Kirk Cousins gonna be back? Are they gonna play the rookie? Is there gonna be a QB competition there if Cousins doesn't start out hot? Like there's so much stuff to talk about with this season coming, and I'm super excited to be back and be talking about football, NFL, basketball, all that good stuff.